Hey, we're back again with the Cinelog35 V3, and we're going to be flying with the 1300, 120C today. With the 1400, I noticed after doing some flight tests that I was pretty much getting the same flight time, and it was maybe even a few seconds less sometimes. So I figured 1300 is the way to go. And also I've updated my rates and it's much easier to fly now. And today we're going to be at 10 degrees and there's pretty much no wind. And then for the second flight, I'm going to raise it to maybe 15 or 20 degrees and see how that feels. And if you want to know my rates, I'll go ahead and put them up on the screen and you can screenshot it and use them if you'd like. And also I've changed a few settings for my milliamps and cell voltage and everything. You know, I know in the last video I was looking at the milliamps, but I don't usually do that. I usually look at the average volts per cell, but I like having the milliamps set up correctly as a backup to look at. Here are the settings for that. I have my voltage meter battery scale at 111 and my amp meter battery at 211. That should have everything pretty accurate. On the amperage meter, anytime you change something, you need to adjust that. And to do that, the amount of milliamps you used in your last flight and divide it by how much was charged back. And then you're going to times that by what the amp scale meter was before. And that should give you that should give you about what it should be to read your milliamps used correctly. That's what I've been doing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it up for the first flight. Gonna fly up here. So it's much easier to control now. It's not so jumpy like it was whenever I flew it last time. Now that I adjusted the rates and everything, just much more easy to control. And I'm liking it much more than the Vata. It just feels so much smoother. It's still pretty loud. Like I wish it was not as loud, but for everything else, I think it's pretty good. Over here and circle me. I've been flying at 12, so this is my first time at 10. It's not too much of a difference, but I can definitely feel a little bit different. Around here, it's so much easier to control. I also like to keep my angle a little lower because I'm not really using this so much for freestyle kind of stuff, more just slow cinematic things and following and things like that. But it is different than the Vata. And I noticed I'm usually getting around 9 minutes of flight time on average, which is pretty good, I think. That's looking pretty good. But you can see how it kind of flies and things, this video. Around. go over here and see what's up over here. Nice sun coming through. I'm keeping that constant 60 megabytes per second too, which is nice. So loud. Definitely people would know you're flying. Go around here. Just kind of like 10 degrees. It's still pretty quick, but you can slow down as much as you need to with not too much of a tilt. Huh. Five and a half minutes. Go over here. Nice cruising. Get through here. This forward and stop. Huh. It's nice. It's just I feel like the Vapor kind of shakes a lot when I try to do things like that, which I don't really like. But I do like that you have the option on the Vapor to do a camera tilt. But this just feels so much smoother to fly to me. Try a dive over here. Whoa. Definitely still getting used to flying this. It does feel much different than flying the 5-inch or the 6-inch that I have. So we are at 11:45 and 3:58, and we are at almost 8.5 minutes. So we're really loving this flight time. We'll go ahead and we're at 3:50, so we'll go ahead and land. So we got 8.5 minutes on that one. A little over 8.5 minutes, and 12:16 used. So everything's looking pretty good, accuracy. All right, so we're gonna bump it up to, okay, so now we're gonna change the angle. We're gonna bump it up to 20 degrees, and see how that flies. We probably got closer to 9 minutes. I did fly it up and land it for a second in the beginning, so the voltage started a little bit lower on the last flight. All right, let's get it up in there. Much quicker now. I'm gonna go a little bit faster with this flight too. Run a little bit harder. He's feeling good in the open spaces when you really want to cruise. But if I was following someone or something, I feel that I wouldn't have that 20. Guess it depends what I'm doing, really. Let's see how it feels to slow down with this one. Well, honestly at 20 I feel the control's pretty good. I haven't flown at 20 degrees on this drone yet. Really only been doing 10 to 15. Yeah, it felt good. Let's do. Oh, There we go. Definitely running it faster and harder now. Yeah, that was good. I felt it stayed right on it. That was not good. Feels good. Yeah, just cruising. Feels pretty accurate whenever I aim. They try to keep it pretty centered. It feels pretty accurate. Slow down nicely. But I'm doing the 10/20 so you can kind of see the difference of how it looks. Huh. Make you guys dizzy with that, huh? flying kind of a little hard. So probably gonna have less time, of course. Yeah, so accurate with when I'm orbiting around. Feels really good to fly. I'm liking it much better in Nevada. Woo! All right, getting close. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back. So, flying a little harder, probably in about 6.5 minutes. All right, that was at 20 degrees, a little faster, and we got about, it landed a little soon, but we got about 6.5 minutes, flying a little bit harder, but it felt really good. I'm actually really liking it now that I've adjusted the rates. Still got to get used to flying it a little bit, but I am really loving it. If anything, I'd say the only two things I don't like about it, if anything, was the wire placement, like I mentioned in the last video. I just wish it wasn't like, as you see, this, I don't know if you can see in here, I noticed after flying, this piece has now come down some. So I got to push it back up, the antenna. I don't know why it keeps going down like that. Because I don't want it to hit and chop the wire. I tried putting electrical tape on it, but I think I would have to do more because it kind of started falling off. But I think it'll still be okay. I don't think it'll be too much to worry about. And the other thing is just like the loudness. It's kind of loud, so people definitely gonna know you're flying. Other than that, I do really love it. And I know this isn't like a super in-depth review, but I just wanted to fly it so you can just kind of see what the flight characteristics are and how it looks when it's flying and everything, to see if you want to get one. But I'd recommend the 1300 120C. I think that's a good battery for it. Pretty decent flight time. 9.5 minutes, 6.5 minutes. That's enough to get the shot, you know. Also, I have the Action 6 coming in, and I'm going to put it on this and the GEPRC Vapor D6 to see what the flight time is on that and see how it feels to fly with that on. But yeah, check it out, and hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, like and subscribe. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.